Top of the morning from Makoshika. Always wanted to play this course. Let's check it out. Got the sunrise vibes. 5:30 in the morning. We out here. Good morning. As you travel east through the mountainous and vast state of Montana, eventually you're gonna hit these Badland Mars-style formations of Makoshika Park in Glendive, Montana, on the far east side. Not only the host to one of the top 5 disc golf courses in Montana, according to UDisc. I've always wanted to stop here and play Makoshika. It's never quite worked out, but today we're getting that sunrise round in. It's only 5:40 out right now, 5:50. And yeah, we're here at Makoshika State Park, not only the largest state park in Montana, not only a host of a disc golf course, but this is where they've found Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops remains, as well as other dinosaurs. So pretty amazing to be standing where the once living legends used to roam. You know, how cool would that be to have a Tyrannosaurus Rex head popping out of these little canyons and these little, between the mesas and the plateaus. Absolutely terrifying. Where's the nearest cave? I'm gonna hide in it with a pointy stick. See you there. While Makoshika State Park does have a 9-hole professional style course laid into the 18-hole beginner recreational style course, seeing as it's not even 6 in the morning and it's kind of 42 degrees out, I'm gonna play the shorter course today. And here and there, if I really like the long hole, I might toss it in there. You know, Coach Connor's course is always in play. But I'm gonna play the recreational tees for now. The reds straight ahead here for hole 1, 275. The blue tee also shared here, purple tee if you will, and plays out there to the right on that mesa. Super awesome course here. I've always really wanted to play, so really excited to show you guys Makoshika State Park. I'm gonna go Envy off the tee here on 1, 275, a little baby hyzer to get us started here today. Drops off behind the basket, so you can't go too long. Wee bit soft and left, but it'll play. The songbirds are out this morning, and that's about the only people out here with me right now, and it's so tranquil, so peaceful. Came up short here, y'all. It is early. It is early. First part of the day out of bed. Almost cashed out at C2. All right, gotta throw it closer than that. Gotta throw it closer than that. I feel like hole 1 kind of eases you in here, and then hole 2 really gets into the teeth and character of this beautiful course. As you can see, we have these little plateau mesa features all throughout here in this low washout area of the Makoshika State Park. Some of the little mesa plateaus are maybe only 5-10 feet tall. Some are up to 40 or so, and all I can imagine is being a little Tyrannosaurus or a little Triceratops out here. I'm just eating my morning grass, you know, minding my business. I hear something in the distance. I look up, and over that 20-foot ridge, you see the massive head of a T-Rex, and you make eye contact. You say, "Oh no, Audi." Anyways, hole 2, 188, playing onto the tiny little plateau straight ahead. You got this ridge in front of you just for a vibey sight. Doesn't really come into play unless you turf it. 188 though. I feel like this should be out of bounds if I'm not on the platform. So I'm gonna try to put it in or put it real close here. See if I got the finesse with this stable faith. Drop. Oh, the line was just over the basket, but now I'm 40 feet past, because that's what it seems like this hole does to you. I'm gonna toss one more for funsies. Let me know in the comments if you've ever played here and landed up on top. That one might be. I might have just sparked it. If so, that's the most touch you've ever seen in your life. You know, I figured there'd be some succulents out here, but we got these prickly pears doing some erosion control for us. Super cool. Well, y'all, thought I finessed the blue one, but that was the sound of it getting rejected on the ridge. But there's old perp laying long. We gotta look. A little jump putt down into the prehistoric creek bed. A little scary, but we'll try. Oh, full scent. Hopefully I'm up top, but I don't know. I got a bad feeling about that one. We're up top. We're up top. Good to go. All right, pars so far to start. Let's pick it up. Here is our basket for hole 2. And boom. Now we're already on the tee of hole 3, a shared hole. Playing par 3 for the Blues at 504 feet up there on the ridge. Playing par 4 for the Reds, so that means I got a chance at eagle. Because I'm playing the Reds. No, actually we'll play this one as a blue. You know, give me a par 3. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't really matter. 2 is great, 3 is okay. 4, blah. Star Boss, first driver shot of the day. Some good movement, but that thing's fighting back. I wonder if we're at any elevation here. Hopefully I avoided the road on the left side. Don't see anything about out of bounds out here. Not sure if that exists. As long as you're not killed by the T-Rex. Also, as you can probably tell by the rock formations, there is some softer sediment out here. And I think anytime you're in a place like this that's so beautiful, you want to try to preserve its beauty and stay on the paths as much as you can. Let the vegetation live so it can keep the land in its current beautiful state. We're safe from the road. Let's chip up for our first birdie of the day. Get it? Hopefully it doesn't roll. Easy 3 easy. Not sure if you want to call it a birdie or par, but it is what it is. And just like that, we're on the tee of hole 4. 218 feet dead straight ahead. They're very efficient with their use of space out here, and you know, sometimes you gotta be, so don't hate it, don't hate it. I'm gonna go stable faith shot on this one. I'm hungry for that breakfast ace. Feels wide, but it might drop. Come on. Oh. All right, that might be our first like real feeling birdie of the day. You gotta make it though. Though I think if you just like made it out of bounds up top here for a tournament and then made the island in bounds up here for this basket, could be a good risk reward par 4. So I don't hate it as a par 4 either. For the last hole, not for this one. I mean, I thought we were gonna have our first easy kind of birdie of the day. Must be a prehistoric basket. And just like that, we are on the next hole once again. Efficient use of space out here at Makoshika. There it is, 378. They're calling it a par 4. Definitely gonna play more like a par 3 for me, so I'm gonna go PD Let's play a little soft hyzer out there. Okay, let's see if we can make that one our first 2 of the round. For a second I didn't see it. I was worried I might be down below, beyond. But here we are. See if the basket will accept this offering. Maybe it was a PD putt, not a faith putt. That was our issue. Oh. I just got distracted by this little dead baby squirrel. So sad. I'm not going to show you guys because, you know, some people might not love that. But as you can tell by my missed putt, didn't even hit the basket barely. Sad sight. May your body nourish this world, little fella. I feel like we got like a Makoshika curse on us right now. We had the spit out. They're throwing dead wildlife at us to tug on our heartstrings. Can't catch a break out here yet, but we're on hole 6, 126 foot. That's right, 126 foot par 3. Appears to be a little rock circle. That's your inbounds island, I'm gonna guess. At least that's how I'm playing it. Out of bounds if I'm not inside. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna score 2, y'all. We're gonna do it, 126 footer. All right, I'm going back to the faith putt. Let's see if it can get redemption. Are these chains light or something? Why is it getting to the chains or to the pole so easy? Why is that strong? I don't know, you guys. I feel bad. I almost feel like I should go back and do a proper burial for that little guy. It's eating away at me. Hole 7, a new kind of challenge out here. This time the basket's tucked just beyond this ridge in front of us. 180 feet, I think it said. 178. 180 feet. It looks like the land gives you more space off to the left here than to the right in front of the basket. So I'm going to go forehand. Try to make use of that. The sake bomb slammer. Spike it down in. Okay, I think that's good, but I have no clue what it looks like beyond that ridge. Here's that ridge. Play it down towards the basket. Oh, I'm short. It's short, y'all. The thing is, I don't even see anything on the bottom. I just need some old-fashioned dirt on my fingers. A little sand, a little dirt, never hurt. All right, let's knock this one down. Oh my God. Iced out by the pine tar. Now I'm remembering why I don't play at 6 in the morning. And boom. Where do we go to here? Okay, can't really tell where I'm supposed to be going with this one, to tell you the truth. I think I'm like playing down in between these these little canyons. And so I'm gonna kind of base my shot off of just what the land looks like. 445, par 4, I'm gonna go Halo Boss. hyzer flip it at that tree out in the distance. I think the basket's down left of that, but we'll find out. Watch me, I just ace. Never seen this hole before. That'd be so cool. That'd be amazing. I'd quit playing. Just kidding. I play every day just like I already do. I should have known. Out in the desert, out in the Badlands, the tree always means life. And of course the basket's gonna be sitting up underneath it. You know, you guys, I should have trusted my intuition and thrown it a little harder because I was online. I knew what I was doing. About 90 footer here for the big bird. You know, because I'm just laying up for the birdie, apparently. Oh man, it is early, you guys. Three. Whatever you want to score it. Hole 9. Straight ahead. 287 feet, similar distance to hole 1. So I'm going to go back to that envy. Try to correct on it. Throw it a little harder now that we're warm. See if we can give it an ace run, since there's a nice little wall on the left side containing your shots. Oh, I'm playing the wall apparently. Little shy there. All right, somehow I put it 30 feet short. I'm gonna start throwing harder. I think we're at elevation and it's 6 in the morning, so you know, double whammy. And now I'm seeing why the dinosaurs got stuck here. This sediment is soft down in these little bottoms. Come on. No! I thought we made up for the bad drive. Not quite. Yes, the last basket accepted my par offering. Just so y'all know, you know, you never know out here apparently. 152 here for 10. I'm gonna make this one video. Not a very long course, so should be easily digestible. We're gonna try to give this one an ace run with the fresh purple faith. Fade. Oh my gosh. I hear so many doves out this morning. Let's see if I can get one to come over. Get about 20 seconds, we'll have a whole flock on us. Slipped it in there. We got a bird. On to the tee of 11 now. We got a par 4, 404 feet. Most of these tee signs, it seems like the higher elevation areas are in the darker green. The lower elevation is in the more pale green or yellow color. This one's gonna play obviously in front of that next tee sign, tee pad, and in front of that rock face, so down into the bowl. I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant's cousin on a little high hyzer. Got the high part and the hyzer part right, but absolutely missed the aim. Got this little mini runoff cave where the water comes flowing out and down. Super cool. I love seeing erosion in action. I don't love it, but it's kind of cool to see. You know, it's fascinating. I mean, just look at it. You got these little sinks, these little caves where the water comes cutting through. Super neat stuff out here in Makoshika. Well, this basket's not as far left as I had assumed. We might even be just inside the circle. There is a putt. We're starting to wake up. Only took us 11 holes. Super cute little succulents hanging out below the basket. Might need some for my bonsai if I see there's more and they're not super sparse. Ooh, there's more. Hole 12 obviously going to be one of the signature holes. I'll show you guys where the basket is. You can come look over here. There it is. It doesn't say there's a mandatory through here, but there might as well be, right? Because what are you doing if you don't try it? So you know where we're going. We ain't hopping out over the top. Baby flex faith through the gap all day. A little bit of an eroded tee pad. Probably the most uphill tee pad I've ever played, not gonna lie. Oh no. Oh, that's hilarious. This hole is so fun. Never loved throwing 90 feet more in my life. Go in? No chance. But we hit the gap on try 2. One more try. For the fun. What a cool hole, you guys. Okay, basket's there. I'm gonna be blocking y'all's view like usual. I'll get out the way. Deep. Okay. If this isn't... Oh. Wow, I was gonna show you all this creepy stuff, but I just ate crap. Turns out this stuff is wet and muddier than it looks. Ow. That freaking hurt, y'all. Goodness. Hopefully everything's still operational after that. I will not be deterred though, as this is a pretty freaking cool spot. Oh my god. Pretty dangerous spot. Looks dry, is not. I'm gonna pop y'all off this tripod real quick so I can show you what I'm looking at. I mean, there's a straight up cave back in there, you guys. So cool. I kind of want to go in there, but I'm gonna be smart and avoid getting stuck in quicksand and eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Especially after I just busted my behind right there. Ow. You good, knee? A little scraped up. Oh, we good. We straight. Wow. Absolutely can't recall the last time I've fallen on a disc golf course like that. And like I said, the mud out here is real. There's a reason that the dinosaurs got trapped in the sediment, and I should have thought about that as I tried to go cutesily climb into that cave area. Instead I got bodied by the muddy hill. Really cool hole here in 12. One of my favorites so far. Definitely the signature, I'd say, at this point. I'm telling y'all, them caves might look cute, but now I'm 2 inches taller and 4 pounds heavier with the mud on my shoes. So, don't do it. .295 here, playing to the left. I'm gonna take a step over, see if I can get vision on it. Not yet, but I know it's playing on top of a plateau, not in a low spot, so I'm going to use my context clues here. Go cap wrap. So it's between those two trees, judging by the T sign. So I think they know what they're talking about, probably. Ooh, I'm on the short left side of the one guardian tree. See if we have a straddle out putt. Little PSA if you think about coming and playing Makoshika, definitely don't bring your cart. Not a cart friendly course. And number two, if it's gonna be raining, you probably shouldn't play this place because I feel like these washes are gonna fill out quick. The ground's just gonna get so soggy and hard to traverse. And you don't wanna fall over like I did, so I'm gonna save you the trouble. Just wait till it dries. You got a putt from the left side of this big juniper, laden with its fruits, waiting for someone to make some gin. I have a bit of a window. Oh no, missed it left. Of course I make it with the Raptor. Good God, think less, putt more. Kind of cool to see all the juniper berries just pooled up in little spots. You can see the effects of buoyancy and the flow and the erosion. All very fascinating to me. And all can be observed at Makoshika. Un parte tres. Should have been a 2. Hole 14, 304 feet. Down to the left there, you can see it. I'm gonna go back to the captain's Raptor. Try to spike this one in there. That one feels solid. If it can drop fast. Now, over the top. Pretty vibey backdrop, can't lie to y'all. Now let's see where the cap wrap is. Probably down here. Yep, there it is. Hanging out with his fossil friends down in the sedimentary. Oh, get it up. Yeah, I can't get over how cool this place is. Super neat. Oh, so you don't spit that out, but you spit out my putt on hole 3 or whatever. Come on. Oh, beautiful morning flower out here. Not sure what the species is. Maybe I'll Google it later. Or you guys can. Let us know in the comments. Hole 15. Judging by the T sign. Basket's over here somewhere. Never before seen a T sign like this. 244. I have no clue how to play this shot. And so I'm just gonna play my brand new Faith and like make sure I'm over this ridge. Not sure how big the ridge is, not sure anything. I'm just gonna throw here. The issue is too, everything's so soft you can't hear anything land, so we'll go find it. What a funky hole. Oh my goodness, y'all. Not sure if I'll be able to get to my disc right now. The basket's a lot further than I thought. That T sign was kind of deceiving. Should have known better. Okay. I might have to go get my max distance retriever to get to this disc though. On the reel, I'm gonna have to. So, yeah. We'll be back here. That disc right there is case in point why you should just go scout a hole, you know? Just go do it. Just go scout. 228. I think we learned our lesson about throwing the blind shot on the last hole as we got to run back for our Faith here later. So let's walk up this time, not make that same mistake twice. Man, I kind of want to go climb the hill to get it, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to. And we already fell once. Okay, wow, this one's way more left than it seems on the T sign. At least in comparison to that last one. I'm gonna go another Faith hyzer since it's pretty short. Once again, you can't hear anything out here. Down the canyon we go. To a birdie putt. Who's up there? Got some rocks coming down on me. All right. Cash out. We got bird. And we got some bonsai inspiration with this sagebrush. Par 3, 331 here in 17 in the land of the fossils. We gotta go fossil raptor. Playing up onto this ridge. Definitely don't want to miss to the right. Drop. Get in. Scared it. Don't think y'all need me to tell you, but when you're on this ridge, you probably shouldn't be too close to the edge, as you could easily step on that. That whole side will go, and then you're gonna fall like 15 feet. And yeah, probably not gonna end well. So be careful out here at Makoshika. Well, once again, basket's up top. I am down below. Gave that one a legit ace run though, so can't be mad at it. A little flatter out of the hand and it would have done. Could barely see the basket from down there. Whew, one more hole to go. Then we'll go rescue our Faith. Shout out to Max Disc Dents Retrievers. I have the carbon fiber 32-foot pole thanks to them. And it's gonna help me get my disc back. Don't just need it for water, but for the sedimentary cliffs of Makoshika as well. And wow, hole 18. And just behold the beauty of 18. (220, 35 feet). Obviously, if you want to ace run it, beware. But you know, we don't have time to beware. We're looking for ones. Or we're just playing them safe, giving ourselves putts all day. A little bit of a death putt here on 18. Wouldn't have it any other way. We ain't gonna die today, not out here. Thanks you guys so much for joining out here at Makoshika State Park. Beautiful, glorious. Highly recommended. Don't bring your cart. Bring your good shoes. And your max distance retriever. Love you guys. See you next time. You guys, if I happen to know all the situations or all the possibilities of spots where I might need this max distance retriever, I probably wouldn't even need to buy one because I would avoid those places. But you know what? You're always going to need your max distance retriever. Even if you're here in the sedimentary hills of Makoshika State Park, the largest state park in Montana, host to Tyrannosaurus Rex and Triceratops remains. That's right. But my disc isn't going to get buried. But my disc is not going to get buried in sedimentary time, thanks to the max distance retriever. Just in a matter of seconds, I'm able to get the carbon fiber pole set up. And it has plenty more room to go, but that's all you need to get your disc back. Max distance retriever. Best retriever on the market, hands down.